the original man is the Asiatic black man, the maker, the owner, the cream of the planet, the God of the universe.
God will show you your vision, but never tell you how you're going to get there. And there's a reason why. Because your vision is a glimpse of your end. Between the end and where you are is called the plan. The plan is the process that takes you to your destination. God will tell you your end, like he showed Joseph. He showed Joseph the throne. He's sitting on the throne, ruling, feeding his brothers. That's the end. God showed you your end. He showed each one of you your end. Everybody got a dream. But he never tells you the plan. Why? Because if he ever told you the plan, you would tell him, forget the destination. Because the plan is to prepare you for the destination. Right. So he takes you through all these different changes to develop you. If Joseph knew that he had to go through a pit and prison to get to that throne, he'd tell God, forget the throne. That's right. So your plan is secret to God. Right now where you are may not be where you want to be, but it's a part of the plan. If you lost your house or you lost your spouse or a baby died, don't panic. It's all part of the process. God's working on character development, patience development, vision development. He's preparing you for what he has prepared for you.
I'm your host, Dr. Crip. Welcome to the show. Please like, subscribe, tell a friend, pass the word about the show. You know, it's doing good. It's doing great. We only can go up. That's the only place we going is up. We get a lot of feedback. Everybody is, commenting on a lot of the videos. Whether you get 2, 3, 4 comments or whatever. But those comments, we starting to read a lot of them. We're going back to some of the earlier comments and we reading them. So I've been reading comments. But I got a lot of comments and I get a lot of messages through my phone about ghosts. So people want me to talk about ghosts, And I'm like, man, when you talk about ghosts, you got to be in the mood. You got to know, you got to know what to say. You got to know, what's going on. But, because Ghost is a character, man, he is definitely a person who should have been successful in something. Anything he could have been successful in that was then, but that's the way technology and time is. See, Ghost would have been perfect for the MMA and all this stuff right now had he been born 20 years, later. But because you was born at your time, at the end of at the height of his time was that guy Kimbo Slice, and that was gonna be the only time that Ghost would get in. But he studied the MMA. He was messing people up, whatever though. But because of your age, I think that may have something to do with some of the fights that you get. So. Like a boxer, So, but he was before his time, Now, if he could have been born during this time right here, oh yeah, he would have definitely been one of them MMA dudes or something who out here getting it, He would have been real famous. But I have to be. I got to think about because it's so many stories about the homie that is unbelievable, man. Because I don't know, I have no clue where to start. I just know that that's my homie. I earned the respect because if you on his list. I can tell you right now where he at. If you come across, you better pray that you don't go to jail and you on his list because you got issues. Homies know what I'm talking about. They know if you go to jail, man, now and you come across. You got problems, man. You got problems, especially if you're on that list, And Uh, if you ain't real, you know what I'm saying? And there's some people in there right now. I'm just waiting to hear them when they run across each other to see that what the outcome is going to be. Um, but it's, I mean, there's so many stories. I don't know. Um, I, I could tell you that how they do the Crip walk, all that stuff like that, the video that Ghost is responsible. All those people, they taking his moves so he don't get paid off that. I hate the homie. And see, that's the one thing Ghost know. I'm a person that I get mad because people it would off the social media and technology right now, people can use you and you not getting paid. You know what I'm saying? Um, I'm the person who would take up that fight uh, uh, for him, you know, or any homie like that that's in that situation. I was usually that guy. Now I didn't got shot 6 times. So who gonna take up the cause for the homies when it's something real that they can get paid for? You know, ain't nobody gonna do that. They ain't thinking about all that. They just like, nigga, we tired of you. Yam. But you know, it's a shame, you know. But that, you know, he gone. You know, it's a few people that I would like to have back on the street. He will be one of them, and take some of these other suckers, take them and put them in there and bring him back because he definitely need to be out here now. You know, with what's going on out here now with the leadership. Yes, he definitely need to be out here to be dealing with what's going on right now. So, but I do get a lot of calls about him, and a lot of people hate Ghost, you know, for various reasons. But you know, that's my G homie, you know. So you know, under his tutelage, you learn a lot, and you know, you learn certain, you know, boundaries, you learn certain rules, you learn certain, you know, that's why I am the way I am, you know, because of him being in this sickness of mine, you know. Cause just like me, it's a bunch of other people too. And, you know, if you know how to deal with him, you know, it's a level of respect that is unmatched. Because if you know, he got your, you know, your respect, then it's a lot you could say, it's a lot you could do. But if he don't got your respect, it ain't too much you could say, it ain't too much you could do if he get on your head. Once he get on your head, you got issues, man. You got, you got a little lightweight problem. And most people in the gang are not going to be able to deal with it. That's why they run off. You know, you ever, you know, because these the people that we have in these gangs. That's why you shouldn't gang. You shouldn't let your child gang bang, because you can't run from the pressure. If you run from the pressure in the gang, you lost. You can run from your family pressure, you know, whatever, and they can still accept you or whatever. But if you do that in the gang, man, you a buster. Your career is over with. Oh, you ran from a DP. Oh, he told you, you know, F you on the phone, meet me in the hood, and you didn't show up, and you know, all that could be detrimental. And then, you know, oh, you coming around now because he gone. You feel me? This dude dead. And Don O's got that bad. We had that bad. If people coming around because Ghost might be in jail or this guy ain't around, part of his little wrecking crew, you know. So that was always a factor in over there in the sickness. So, you know, you could never do that. But now you have these generations to where it's just it pretty much ridiculous. Like, you know, you have to come around just to sit in the park all day because there's nothing productive that you can do. So, you know, because when you look at it, there's nothing over there. You know, it's destitute. You know, if thank God that people that we get along with, you know, have businesses and stuff over there. But, you know, if it wasn't for them, you couldn't do nothing. You know, you'd be an outcast, you know, because you don't know nobody. You don't know the local owners of the stores or nothing. You don't know nobody, you know. So that makes it difficult. And when you have something in your neighborhood and you know you can't go to it because you don't know nobody over here. So, but Ghost, that dude right there. Now see, everything that he Ghost got some negativity too. He got some negative. He got he got a bunch of negatives. He got a bunch. What? Let me give you a negative. Ghost will do. Let me see. What's a negative? Okay, he took. Now, Ghost already didn't like. He already didn't like old boy, right? So the moment that when you on his list or something like that, or you may not be on his list, or you just do some buster, you don't know you on his list, and you do some busterism, and he in there 100 to take advantage of it. So in this case, the dude did some busterism on Western, was the homie brother. So Ghost fired on him, you know, because you out here, you had the thing and you didn't do nothing. So Ghost fired on him, knocked him out. So now his girl and the brother, how everybody know it, you know, it's a household thing. So now Ghost, the plot is he really want to take his girl down. Right? That's the whole plot. That was the purpose of knocking him out. So he knocked him out. So now the plot thickens as it go down the time. You know what I'm saying? So now I done already knocked you out, so I can come through here now and post up and say, you know, whatever. So the move was to get to his girl, you know. And we get over there, and now I knocked you out. So now I know the homies be hanging out over here, so this ain't really one of my hangouts, but you know, I'm gonna make it one of my hangouts now because I want to get with your girl. So he will come, and now he will run that area of, you know, the homies, they running in and out of this house. You know, the dude he knocked out, you know, his house is the spot. So Ghost will control the area. Hey, ain't nobody running in and out of his house. Will do so. So you ain't gonna say nothing. So now because the girl is like, you know, the girl in the house, the lady of the house, you know, a woman could get fed up of traffic, you know. So Ghost shut it down, and during that time, he might have to check somebody, You know, if he got to check you, you just got to be the victim of being checked because he want to check you in front of the girl whoever, like the girl may pay. She may go say, she may ask somebody. He may hear it. He may be sitting outside in the lot and be looking like because he plot. he, oh, okay. She think he a G and all this and that. Okay, so you Ghost to get you, you know. Hey, cuz woo, tell the homies woo woo woo. Man, Ghost, go out there and tell them, hey, cuz nigga woo woo. Nigga, you ain't no nigga like that. Nigga woo woo. Right? So now like why you flipping on me? But you ain't finna say nothing to him. Cause you scared. You ain't finna get big and he did it in front of the girl. So the girl is like, oh my God. You just got checked? Why? I thought you was the man. And, you know, he plot like that. And, you know, eventually it worked. He got up in the house with old girl. You know what I'm saying? Because he already knocked the dude out. He checked the dude, you know, and he wiggled his way up into the spot. But that's just some of the, but, you know, if you knowing, you know what I'm saying? That's just some of the stuff that he'll do. And, you know, he got his other ways. I'm gonna do a story on Ghost. The first time that I go live again, it's gonna be a story about Ghost. I just have to figure out which one that I'm gonna tell. But I would do the first time I go live this year, 2024, I would do a Ghost story. It's gonna be about Ghost. Cause I get a lot of questions. I get a lot of texts of people on my phone too, comments. A lot of comments and everything because Ghost is pretty popular. And but yeah, you know, he also got Ghost got, you know, he socked the homie like that too. He did dirty braids like somebody went to jail, and Ghost wanted to go over there and get with old girl, and when he walked in the house, he seen dirty braids in there getting his hair twisted. So that's what made him upset. He was mad at dirty braids. So one day it was about couple of weeks later after that happened, we was in the park and I don't know, Dirty Braids was joking with him. They was on the court and they was joking and Ghost fired on him. Bam, like, man, you did some busters. It was like, and everybody was like, why you fire? Why you fire? And he tried to justify it, but he couldn't really justify it. And the homie was like, hey, Nut, you know why he fired on you? Like, what? Because we was going over. It was about a week ago. He heard the homie, the dude. He wasn't a homie, but he was somebody that was living in the hood. He went to jail, and he was like, "Let's go over there." You know what I'm saying? With his girl, you know, and check on him. You know, woo. And when we went over there, this nigga was in there getting his hair braided. It goes it's like, oh, because you can't, you know, in the hood, you know, the way girl twist your braid, you know, some girls just like braiding, some girls do it because they like, you know, you never know what the cause is of why, you know, you over here getting your hair braided or whatever. But that can get you beat up if you're in a relationship. You know, it's bad when you're getting your hair twisted and all that. And when Ghost seen the homie getting his hair braided, he was hot. He's like, okay. It was about a week later. They called him and fired on him because he tried to make it seem like he did something on the court, you know, playing. It's like, nah. And the homie couldn't do, and he couldn't do nothing. And see, and that's when years later, when they caught him, when we had the little uproar after the boat party, and everybody was out there on Ghost, the homie who he got socked, it had happened like 5, 6, 7 years ago. He was in it like, you socked me for nothing. Nigga, I didn't do nothing. He was like, Dirty Brains, what you talking about, man? Woo woo. He was like, dog, you socking me for nothing, nigga. Woo woo. And that was the only time he was gonna get to do that. Because they had him out there outnumbered and all that. Hey, that was hilarious. But yeah, I'm gonna think of the homie is really, a lot of people would say a lot of negative stuff about Ghost, but the one thing that I can say about the homie is that he taught us how to squabble and he taught us how to be ready for that county jail. That's the one thing I'm gonna always give him, because that's why we survived. That's if you came under Ghost, under his tutelage, as far as that, that's the one thing that everybody got from him is he taught us how to squabble. Straight up. That's why the homies was beast in the county jail. But that's the only pretty much knowledge that, because he never led us down the correct streets of economically, which he had many opportunities to do. He didn't do it, for whatever reasons. But the definite reasons of fighting, order, far as pecking order goes in the hood, the training of the training of young homies. He wouldn't let and which is still is an illusion, gangs, but you have those different people when we in our sickness. One of his sicknesses, 12, 13, 14, Ghost not finna let you do nothing. You can't go on no licks, drive-by. You can't go shoot. You can't, nigga, that's your job. You 18, 19. No, don't send them. And if he catch you doing that, he finna run you. Cause you got 10 years. You got to keep going. You ain't got your 10 in. So that was, those things like that in the streets, never being afraid of nobody, all that type of stuff, all that, that's what he brought to the table in our sickness, but I wish that and if he did have money it probably would have been a lot more chaos, but it wouldn't have been all that what we suffered during that time period of when the homies was having it. We all was having it. Everybody was having it. Some people just had it more than others, but everybody was getting it. And once people start buying people, oh, you broke, nigga, you got to come work for me. See, Ghost didn't sell out to nobody. Nobody could buy him. So that was a good thing. You know what I'm saying? That's one of his traits. That's one of the ones I put. You can't buy me. See, you could never buy me in the hood. You can't buy my vote or none of that. You can't buy me to kill him and do all that. So that was the stuff that he wouldn't allow, and he never let happen, stuff like that. So he had about 4 or 5 good traits with him, man. So I miss him. I take him back, like I said, over a few of these other weirdos out here, so. But yeah, this is the Dr. Crip show, man. And we ending the sickness on here. And we want to give a shout out to the big homie Space Ghost. Keep your head up, man. It's going to, God got a plan for you. Just stay focused, homie. And, when I go live again, I'm a do a show, another ghost show about you. I don't know if it's going to be negative or positive, but it's I got a bunch of them for you, So yeah, this is Dr. Crip, man, and I just want to say again, man, we need to end this sickness. Crips and Bloods. Like I said, homie, you think I'm playing? Yeah, don't on no more. No more 2024. 18. You got to be 18, homie. You got to be 18 with a diploma. Man, shit that shit. Yeah, that's why you the problem. Because you're telling me, people like me, to shut up. That's a solution, homie. I'm just trying to come up with something. Do your part. This is Dr. Crip, man, and we ending the sickness.
When you look inside a vehicle, you're gonna take the oil cap. You're gonna look at the oil cap. I'm pulling it off for you so that you have to move. You see this oil cap right here? Yes, it's gonna tell you what kind of oil your vehicle uses. You understand?
Yes, sir.
You see right here, it says 5W20. Got it?
Yes, sir.
I have yet to see a car that doesn't tell you. So every car on the lid is gonna tell you what type of oil the freaking car uses. You understand?
Yes, sir.
All right. You're gonna go to the parts store. You're gonna say, I need some 5W20 motor oil. Got it?
Yes, sir.
That's gonna go in this particular vehicle. Now, I like to get the best oil to use so you can go longer without getting the oil change. This motor oil. Got it?
Yes, sir.
This is a freaking oil filter pliers. Got it?
Yes, sir.
Say oil filter pliers.
Oil filter pliers.
Drain pan.
Drain pan.
Drain pan.
Drain pan.
Say oil filter.
Oil filter.
Oil filter.
Oil filter.
Why do we need a jack stand?
Because it's
For extra support. Say extra support.
Extra support.
Extra support.
Extra support.
Basically, you don't want to die. You understand?
Yes, sir.
Drain plug, right?
Yes, sir.
It's a screw, but it's a drain plug. You understand?
Yes, sir.
So now that we got the drain plug right here, we're gonna freaking find the socket that fits it, and we're gonna unscrew it so all the old oil come out. You understand?
Yes, sir.
Oil. See that?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
All right, now we're gonna wait for all the old oil to drip out. You understand?
Yes, sir.
All right, now I'm gonna put the freaking drain plug back. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Here we go.